It is Wednesday the 22nd of October. This is Trafford Journey episode 13. Roll the titles. Good morning, Owen. Welcome to episode 13 of Trafford Journeys, and welcome to the other local station, which is Howden. Today's journey, in fact today's episode, is a special Arriva Train to Wales edition. Because when this is being published, it will mark 1 year since the end of Arriva Trains Wales. At the end of the show, I'll go through my collection of Arriva Trains Wales timetables. Today's journey we are down at, well, I should explain the service at Howden. It's one train an hour between Hull and York, operated by Northern. In fact, the 0742 service to York has actually just turned up, which is a pace of us, so I'll get that on camera after. And then Hull trains run services from Howden to London King's Cross from Hull, and there are also services, well, TransPennine Express run an hourly service from Hull to Manchester Piccadilly, which 2 stop going towards Manchester and come back 4 stop here at Howden. The rest go straight through. I'll explain the train plan after this pace of bus. There goes 144008, I think it is, working the 0742 Northern service to York. Today's train plan, we are catching the 0802 TransPennine Express Service to Manchester Piccadilly. Train head code for that one is 1K10. The calling points will come up on the bottom of the screen once we leave Howden. We're due into Manchester Piccadilly at 09:38. Now, I should point out, when I was living in Telford, I did do Manchester's actually. I went via Shrewsbury, but now I'm in York, so I'll go from Howden direct to Manchester, and I go via Selby and Hull. No, Selby and Leeds, sorry. It's all new to me up here. When we go to Manchester, I think we're going to be going on trams, and we're going to be trying to catch the brand new Class 195 that Northern have got. Hopefully we'll see one of them, and hopefully we'll possibly have another ride on one between Manchester Piccadilly and Manchester Airport. The return train plan, we're going to catch one of the 4 trains that stop on the way back. That's the That's the 1947 TransPennine Express Service to Hull, and we're taking that on as far as Howden. We're back here at 21:24. Sit back and enjoy this travel section. These Arriva trains were special. Right, so you can see what the station's like. It's a staggered platform. There's a level crossing and there's the opposite platform. Now that platform on that side goes to Hull, and this platform is the one that goes to York and Manchester. So down there is a cat. Ah, what a nice cat. You want to move away from the track, cat, because the 0802 service to Manchester is coming. Nice black and white cat as well. Ah.
Get him off the paddock because he's such a thing. He just lifts the whole team. Basically, when they're not form, when they're not playing too well. By the time it gets to the next lines to it's time for the bottom. It's always fancy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're shortly arriving into Selby. If you're leaving the train here, please ensure you've got all the personal items and belongings with you, and please take extra care when leaving the train onto the platform. Selby is the next station stop. Express Service to Manchester Piccadilly. Calling at Garforth, Leeds, Dewsbury, Huddersfield, Mossley, Stalybridge and Manchester Piccadilly. So those who have joined us at Selby and have seat reservations due to late arrival of the service interval earlier, unfortunately that wasn't any time for seat reservations to be put out on this service, so apologies for any inconvenience caused. Please also have your tickets and passes to hand as my colleagues are out on the train checking tickets. If you have any mobile tickets, please have those downloaded and activated, and please have your rail cards out as well. Next station stop will be Leeds. Manchester.
Right, we are at Leeds, we're on board 185126. Couldn't do any commentary because the train was quite busy. So we'll shortly be departing. Leeds on board 185126.
Tickets from Leeds.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard the TransPennine Express Service to Manchester Piccadilly. Gatley, Dewsbury, Huddersfield, Mossley, Stalybridge, Manchester Piccadilly. For those of you who have joined us at Leeds, I'd like to apologise that due to the late arrival of this train into Hull earlier, unfortunately seat reservations have been put out on this service, so apologies for the inconvenience. Please have your tickets and passes around as colleagues are out checking tickets. If you do have mobile tickets, please also have that downloaded and activated. Next station and stop will be Dewsbury. gentlemen, like board this TransPennine Express Service to Manchester Piccadilly. Going out Huddersfield, Mossley, Stalybridge and Manchester Piccadilly. Those who've joined us up from Dewsbury, unfortunately due to the late arrival of this service into Hull earlier, seat reservations have been put out on this service. Apologies for any inconvenience caused. Please also have your tickets and passes to hand. Please download your mobile ticket and have those activated and have your rail cards to hand as my colleagues are on the train checking tickets and passes. Thank you.
We will shortly be arriving at Huddersfield. For now departing Huddersfield.
Welcome aboard this TransPennine Express Service to Manchester Piccadilly. Going up Mossley, Stalybridge and Manchester Piccadilly. Those who have joined us at Huddersfield, I would like to apologise that there is no seat reservations out on this service. Apologies for any inconvenience this has caused. Please have your tickets and passes out as we will be doing a full ticket inspection from Huddersfield. Next station and stop will be Mossley.
Piccadilly, where this train terminates.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be shortly arriving into Manchester Piccadilly where this service terminates. Please ensure you all your personal items and belongings with you and please take care when it's train onto the platform. When we do arrive into Manchester Piccadilly, there will be just a very short delay in the doors opening just while the two trains detach at Manchester Piccadilly.
Right, it's 9:52. We made it into Manchester Piccadilly. I've just bought my ticket, which is a tram and train day ticket. Northern have been in touch with me. There's a class 195 on its way, and it's going down to Manchester Airport. And guess what? I'm going to go and have a ride on it because I've never been on a 195. So we're going to head over to platform number 13 to go and catch a 195 down to Manchester Airport. I don't know the calling points. I know what the train number is. I know what it is, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. But I'll film it once it comes into Manchester Piccadilly. When we come back from the airport, we're probably going to go on the trams. Right, I'm making my way over to platform 13. The train we're catching is the 10:13 to Manchester Airport. It's 195117, so we're going to go and catch that. It's due in about 10 minutes, and we'll take that down to the airport and leave it. I think we might stay with him, come back to Manchester Piccadilly. Change of plan, we'll catch this train. This is 195007 off to Manchester Airport.
Customers are requested to remain vigilant. If you see anything suspicious, please report it to a member of staff or the British Transport Police via text, on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted.
Well, I've just checked on real-time trains. This is actually a late-running train. Good idea. I can catch the original train later. So we're currently on our way down to Manchester Airport.
This train is the northern service to Manchester Airport. The next stop is Gatley.
He has actually, yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, no, he has. Yeah, he might use one for his.
We will shortly be arriving at Gatley.
If you are leaving the train here, mind the gap between the train and platform edge.
This train is the northern service to Manchester Airport. The next stop is Manchester Airport. This is the northern service to Manchester Airport, where this train terminates. We will shortly be arriving.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're now approaching Manchester Airport. This is the next and final stop of the service. Before leaving the train here, please take this moment now to take a good look around you and make sure to take all of your personal belongings. Please mind you step down from the train to the platform edge, and also please have your tickets available as there is barriers to get into Manchester Airport. If you do have any litter on your table today, please can you use pins provided or take this off of this service with you. I do want to thank you for using Northern today. The next and final stop is Manchester Airport.
I'm at Manchester Airport. I'm going to head back to Manchester Piccadilly, but I might jump on Transport for Wales because they go there. It'd be nice to have a nice ride on the 175. Yeah, this is the 195. I would have got 195, 117. I didn't think I'd be saying this, but this is 175, 111, working the 1036 Transport for Wales service to London Junction, takes as far as Manchester Piccadilly, going at East Dewsbury and Manchester Piccadilly. First time I've been on the Transport for Wales train since moving up to Yorkshire. Now departing Manchester Airport, the next stop is East Dewsbury.
Пока в горле не пересадит.
This is kind of a throwback to the old Arriva trains Wales days.
А мы можем поехать и на Викторию. Виктория прям на хрен знает где. Наташа, давай без обобщений. А водопроводность это самое, дождевой требовалось это самое.
now departing East Dewsbury. The next stop is Manchester Piccadilly.
This train is for Llandudno Junction. The next stop is Manchester Piccadilly.
Как-то 2 дня нечеловеческого напряжения. Потом он, значит, опять там
at Manchester Piccadilly.
As you just heard on the announcement, we'll shortly be arriving at Manchester Piccadilly. I arrive into Manchester Piccadilly. This train continues to Llandudno Junction. Right, 10:53, back at Manchester Piccadilly yet again. I think it's time to go and do some trams. I might head up to Media City UK, so let's go and do some trams. Since we've got the day ticket, we might as well use them. And then we'll come back to, I'm not sure what we'll do at Media City UK, but we'll definitely finish off here doing train spotting. Now I should point out that ticket I've got, you can't use the trains between 4 in the afternoon and 3. No, 4 in the afternoon and 7. So that's the time I plan to use the trams and be up here doing train spotting. Right, 11:27. We're at Media City UK. This is where the BBC studios are, and the ITV studios are here. You can also go to the Imperial War Museum. We'll have a quick look around here, then I'm going to stop the filming for a bit because I'm going to head up to the Trafford Centre. I'm going to meet up with a friend. It's actually quite nice around here. Yeah, that's where the Blue Peter Gardens are, so I'll show you where the Imperial War Museum is. Which is just there. Right, just in front of me is the ITV studios. That's the Imperial War Museum. Actually quite a nice area around here. Right, it's 11:52. I'm at a bus stop in Manchester. I'm currently waiting for the bus 2:50 to the Trafford Centre, which I believe is a big shopping centre. But I know I'll definitely be doing when I go back to the city. I'll definitely catch the bus in. It took me about 10 minutes from Media City UK. So I'm just waiting for a bus to the Trafford Centre. Right, it's 12:11. I'm at the Trafford Centre, which I think is a bit like the Designer Outlet in York. So I'm going to have a look around. I'm not going to film it because I'm going to meet up with a friend of mine, and then I'll head back to Manchester and we'll go and ride on some more trams and do the evening train spotting. So I've come to Manchester and one of these turns up. A right bus street light. Typical, that is. So I've moved from Telford where they had street lights, and I've come to Manchester and there's street lights. Funny enough, there's actually street lights running around York at the moment. I saw one of them a couple of days ago. Yeah, we're still at the bus station. It's just waiting for my friend to come, and then we'll move on. If you want to come here, I'd recommend you get the X50 from Manchester City Centre because it seems to be quicker. Don't do what I did and get a tram to Media City UK thinking that the trams go to the Trafford Centre, which clearly they don't. Never mind, one of those simple mistakes, but apparently they are extending the trams to here as well, so that'd be good. Right, it's 15:36. I haven't been doing much filming at the Trafford Centre, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to catch the X50 to Manchester, and we're going to go watch some trams. So I shall see you, what I might do a little bit of filming on the X50 as well. Right, it's just turned 16:12. I'm going to hang around the city for a bit, watch some trams, and then we're going to do some train spotting of at Manchester Piccadilly. Right, 16:33. I can't get any decent shots of the trams. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if I can go up to Piccadilly, see if I can catch them come out the tunnel. If it's too busy there, I'll go straight to Manchester Piccadilly. But don't worry, I'll plan to return to Manchester anyway later on in the series. That's better. That is definitely a better view. We'll watch a couple of trams from here. Right, 16:52. Yeah, I'm not going to bother tram spotting since I can't really get any clear shot. So I'm going to go and sign in at Manchester Piccadilly and watch some trains for up to 2 hours, so there'll be plenty of trains to watch. Right, it's 17:05. I'm just walking up the end of platform 8 and 9 here at Manchester Piccadilly. I've signed in, which is that we were all fine with it. So now we're going to watch some trains for the next couple of hours. Now, train services, you get services across the north. I'll explain where they are. You get services going to Blackpool North, services to Glasgow, Edinburgh via Preston, that's with TransPennine Express. You get services going to Bolton, also down to Wolverhampton, Birmingham, then on to Bournemouth and Bristol Temple Meads. You also get Virgin train services to London Euston. You get TransPennine Express services to Cleethorpes. I think the Middlesbrough train comes through this way. Yeah, it does. Middlesbrough, Newcastle as well. And you get local Northern services as well. So I'm now at the far end of platform number 8. I'm now leaving. It's the 1705 cross-country service to Cardiff Central via Birmingham New Street and Bristol Temple Meads. You also get services by Transport for Wales, which took over from Arriva Trains Wales. They run services to Carmarthen, down to Milford Haven. The Carmarthens are every hour and it continues to Milford Haven every 2 hours. You also get services to Llandudno by Chester, and you also get Eastman's Railway services, which they took over Eastman's Trains. They run to Liverpool Lime Street and Norwich via Nottingham.
Passengers travelling on bus 200
There goes 150, 224.
Transport for Wales service to Holyhead,
Here comes a Virgin Pendolino service terminating from London Euston for 115. Yeah, Transport for Wales have cancelled the 1654 service to Llandudno. Here comes a pair of Class 185s going to Cleethorpes. This train will reverse here. 185, 148. And 185, 152. This series runs by Stockport, Sheffield, Doncaster and Grimsby Town. Best film one of these things, a Pacer bus. Ugh. One 42032. Here comes a 185. This is going to Manchester Airport. 105, 107. Here comes the Transport for Service Terminator, 175, 107. This is terminating from Milford Haven or Carmarthen, one of the two. The camera out for 390 128, going London Euston. There goes 185, 122, going to Manchester Airport. There goes 323, 239. I think this might be going to Hadfield. And now leaving with a service to Manchester Airport, 319, 369. Leading in is 150, 123. And also coming in is another 319. 4 trains within a space of a couple of seconds. Not bad. 319 362 it looks like.
The next train to arrive to platform 13 is the 1720 TransPennine Express Service to Manchester Airport. Calling at East Dewsbury and Manchester Airport. As the next train to arrive to platform 13 will be the 1720 TransPennine Express Service to Manchester Airport.
We're going out to 156 14 3. That's going to Chester via Altrincham. There goes the late running 1720 TransPennine Express Service to Manchester Airport. One 185 131. Here comes the TransPennine Express Service to Newcastle via Manchester, Victoria, Leeds and Huddersfield and York as well. 185 138. There goes 175 089, which is terminated here at Manchester Piccadilly. Here comes East Midlands Railway operating a service to Liverpool Lime Street. First time they've appeared in the traffic activities. They used to be known as East Midlands Trains. 158 777. 864. Next up, the TransPennine Express Service to Manchester Airport, 350 405. Here comes 323 233 terminating here at Manchester Piccadilly. Here come the two 175s that went down. These are coming back from the side in, so from the service to Holyhead via Chester and Llandudno Junction. I'll remind you the numbers. one is 175 006. On the rear of that is 175 009. Here come a pair of paces, that's what you can hear when the 175 came in. 142 A52. 142 A43. Here comes a 185 going to Manchester Airport. Train reverses here. 185 123. Let's have a throwback to Arriva Trains Wales with this Class 67. So that was 67010 working a service. Well, I think it's going private. It hasn't stopped. I think there's a fault on that train. That's a throwback to Arriva Trains Wales, because we've been on a few of those Class 67s with Arriva Trains Wales. We went down to Cardiff and Holyhead. In fact, let's have a throwback right now. But when I went on holiday to Cardiff, I'll put that in the next link, then I'll see you after that. It will only be a short clip of a 67. The 67 is laden. 67 016. New one for me. This is 67016 operating the 810 Arriva Trains Wales Premier Service to Cardiff Central, on at Hereford, Newport and Cardiff Central. I'll do a little bit of filming. 67's leading. It's showing DVT lane coming back. We're now leaving Dewsbury. Next stop is Hereford.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard this Arriva Trains Wales Premier Service from Holyhead to Cardiff Central. We're going to be stopping at Hereford, Newport and Cardiff Central for just before 10 AM. At the rear of the train today, you'll find a buffet car. They've got hot drinks, cold drinks, snacks, and delicious cooked breakfasts. By all means, make your way down to the hatch where you can get service. Alternatively, you can upgrade to a business class seat where the breakfast is included. If you are interested in this, please stop me on my way through. I'm going to be coming through to check tickets and passes, so please do have them ready and available. Thank you.
Here comes the 185 to Manchester Airport. We've seen this one going anyway, but it's 185 123. And coming out now, yes, you've guessed it, it's a 185. I suppose this episode's going to be full of bloody 185s, ain't it? Probably going to up to buy yet again another 185. The one going out is going to Manchester Piccadilly, one coming in behind me, going to Garforth, 185 122. That one going to Manchester Airport, 185 136. Coming in Terminator, it's 185 150. There goes 195 102 working in Northern service to Manchester Airport. Time for a bit of freight traffic, which isn't a 185, instead it's a class 66. We might as well get back to today's 185 spotting. We've seen quite a few of these in this episode. Probably a couple more to come as well. 185. 122 going to Garforth via Stockport, Sheffield, Doncaster and Grimsby Town. I should remember when these go in, so which ones they come, because they have to come back. Right, since we've got a gap between Class 185s, I should point out that TransPennine Express are introducing the Nova fleet. They're going to be called Nova 1s, Nova 2s and Nova 3s. Now, what each train are going to be called, I don't entirely know. They're introducing Class 68s with brand new Mark 5A coaches. They're forming 5 coaches. They're also introducing Class 397s. They're replacing the Class 350s. And they're also introducing Class 802s. So it's going to be quite interesting to see them on the next few episodes of Trav Junction. It's when we eventually see one. Oh, just coming in now. 150. 284. Transport Wales service terminating. Right, we'll go back to the 185s, and I believe the 185s are going to be doubled up to 6 coaches on most services, so there's definitely some exciting changes happening up in the north, as well as Northern introducing their brand new Class 195s and the 331s, and of course NE are introducing Class 800s and 801s, but also to add to the mix, Hull trains are replacing their Class 180s with Class 802s. So it's going to be quite interesting what's coming up. Obviously keep an eye out on Trav Junction. I'll try and feature as much as I can. Here comes 319, 377. There goes 195, 117. Working in Northern service. Manchester Airport. There goes 221, 138, working a 1827 cross-country service to Bournemouth via Stockport, Stafford, Birmingham New Street, Birmingham International, Oxford and Reading. We did actually catch a cross-country service once on Trav Junction to Manchester Airport. No, sorry, Manchester Piccadilly. Click up there to watch. Or in the other corner, it depends how it's come out on your screen. Here comes the 1827 Transport for Wales service to Carmarthen via Crewe, Shrewsbury and Cardiff Central. 150, 284. Just coming in to terminate, we have a cross-country service. Two two 124. I do apologise if that wasn't in focus. Here comes the 350 going to Manchester Airport. It's 350 402. I knew it wouldn't be long before 185 turned up again. 185, 130 going to Manchester Airport. Here comes the return of 350 405. This is now working a service to Edinburgh via Preston and Carlisle. Here comes a 319. This is working a service to Crewe by Stockport. 319 377. Here comes a 323. This is returning to the depot. 323, 233. Here comes 185, 132, 131, going to York. Here comes another class 195. We've seen plenty of these today. It's working a service to Barron Furnace. Oh, two. Here comes a 150. I think this is terminating in from Buxton. .150 014 on the front. And the rear of that is 150 206. Now leaving 319 376 with a service to Hazel Grove. Right, that's the platforms 13 and 14. That's where you get your trains going to Manchester Airport. And here comes a 195 going to Manchester Airport. 195 from 20. There goes 195 120 working the northern service to Manchester Airport. Right, it's 19:05. We're going to end the spotting session here at Manchester Piccadilly. I've done 2 hours and 5 minutes train spotting. I've seen plenty of the class 185s. I've also seen the brand new class 195. I'm quite impressed with the 195s actually. They're not a bad train. The return train plan, we're going to catch the 1947 TransPennine Express Service to Hull, taking that train as far as Howden, and you've guessed it, that will be a class 185. That train will stop at Howden, which is one of the 4 services to stop at Howden. I quite like it when it goes dark because you can get some nice shots of the trains. And usually when I do Manchester from Telford, I'm usually leaving on the 19:30 to Shrewsbury. So being in Yorkshire, I leave 15 minutes later and I get home an hour earlier. It's not too bad. Right, I shall see you on the next thing, which I'm hoping to film the train as it comes in. So if I was still living in Telford, this would have been my train to Shrewsbury. 175 108 working the 1930 Transport for Wales service to Fishguard Harbour. So that would have been my train to Shrewsbury, but because I'm in Yorkshire, I'm getting a TransPennine Express service instead. 185, 113 working the 1947 TransPennine Express Service to Hull. We'll be taking this train as far as Howden. We're now departing Stalybridge.
I'll go in on my lunch tonight. Oh, I know, right? I'll just go next door. But you're not doing company. Not the best examples.
We're now departing Mossley. The next stop is Huddersfield. We will shortly be arriving at Huddersfield.
But it's not taken much.
We'll speak to him. I think it's you should just turn it off. That's fine.
This is Huddersfield.
For now departing Huddersfield.
Dewsbury, Leeds, Garforth, Selby, Howden, and Hull. The next stop will be Dewsbury.
We're now departing Leeds.
Welcome to this TransPennine Express service to Hull, calling at Garforth, Selby, Howden, Brough and Hull. The next stop will be Garforth. Is a TransPennine Express service to Hull, calling at Selby, Howden, Brough and Hull. The next stop will be Selby.
We will shortly be arriving at Selby.
This is Selby. This is a TransPennine Express service to Hull. The next stop will be Howden.
We're now departing Selby. The next stop will be Howden.
This is a TransPennine Express service to Hull, calling at Howden, Brough and Hull. The next stop will be Howden.
We are now arriving into Howden. On our way to Howden, this train continues to Brough and Hull. And this is what Howden looks like in the dark. And I'm on the Hull-bound platform. That's what I'll call it, platform Hull. And the other platform I'll call platform Selby. Right, here comes the train. Oh, that's 20. That's a Leaf train. This train coming in is the 2131 Northern Service to Hull. One by threes. Right, I'm back at my place. I'm actually filming this bit a few days after. I'm going to do a full review of what happened in the Manchester episode later on, because now what we're going to do, I'm going to do a quiz, then I'll show you my collection of Arriva Trains Wales timetables, and then I'll reveal the answer to the quiz. The question is, which Arriva Trains Wales station is this? I'm going to give you the three possible answers. A, Fairbourne, B, Edale, or is it C, Malvern-Malvac? Now, be careful, because one of those answers is an impossible answer. Basically what that means is Arriva Trains Wales never stopped there. Let's move on and have a look at my collection of Arriva Trains Wales timetables. Now, a lot of you will know that I'm a big fan of the Cambrian coastline. It's one of my favourite lines. And I've got a collection of timetables dating from 2004 up to the most recent one, which was 2018, and that was the last one that Arriva Trains Wales produced before Transport for Wales took over. And here they are. Now, I was lucky enough to do some fantastic journeys with Arriva Trains Wales on the Cambrian coastline. Many of these timetables I collected along the way. And of course, this was all well before Travel Track's journey service started. Well, this one here is actually the last ever Arriva Trains Wales Cambrian coastline timetable. Let's return to the quiz. Now, just before I show you the timetable, I asked you to name which Arriva Trains Wales station this is. Let's bring the three possible answers back. A, Fairbourne, B, Edale, or C, Malvern-Malvac. The correct answer is Malvern-Malvac. Now, out of Fairbourne or Edale, which one's the impossible answer? Let's reveal the impossible answer right now. The impossible answer is Edale, as Arriva Trains Wales never served Edale. In fact, Edale is on the Hope Valley line between Stockport and Sheffield and served by Northern. And now it's time to end episode 13 of Travel Junction. Now, for this journey, it was an Arriva Trains Wales special to mark 1 year since the end of Arriva Trains Wales. Now, we went up to the local station of Howden and we went to Manchester. Now, we jumped on the 0802 TransPennine Express Service to Manchester Piccadilly. When we got there, I decided to get myself a tram and day rover ticket, and I went to catch the brand new Class 195 because Northern sent me a message saying that there was one on its way. So I headed over to platform number 13 and jumped on a Class 195 down to Manchester Airport. 195 007 I think it was. Now, my opinion of the 195, I think they're brilliant. They're fast to pull out of stations, certainly quiet and smooth. Not a bad train. When we got there, I had a quick terminal because I decided to jump on a Class 175 with Transport for Wales as a little throwback to Arriva Trains Wales. That was quite nice to have a ride on a 175. I hadn't been on one for a while. When I got back to Manchester, I went down to Media City UK, just for a little tram ride, and then I went up to the Trafford Centre and met up with a friend of mine. After that, I caught a bus back into Manchester. Now, I was going to be doing some tram spotting around the city, however, this was about 5 o'clock, and the trams were absolutely busy, and I couldn't get any decent shots of the photos. You could say it was, yeah, could say that. So I decided to go and do 2 hours train spotting up at Manchester Piccadilly. So I signed in, no problems whatsoever. Went up to platform 8 up the far end. Got some fantastic shots of the train, saw plenty of the 195s and also saw plenty of the Class 185s. You could tell I was getting a bit pissed off later in the day because all I've seen is 185s everywhere. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind the 185s, but I want to see different trains, not just 185s. I also saw a Transport for Wales Class 150, and we also saw the Transport for Wales Class 67 set, which was running empty back to its depot because I think it had a fault with the DVT, but I know there was a fault on the train, but I don't entirely know what it was. I think it might have been the DVT, but don't quote me on that. After that, I signed out and I went to catch my train back to Howden, which was the 1947 TransPennine Express Service to Hull. Not a bad ride it was. The train was quite quiet. And jumped off at Howden. I was the only passenger who actually got off at Howden. And then we had a pair of Class 20s come through on the Leaf train. I could hear a train coming. I thought, I don't know what's that. It's not even due to stop. And here close, I thought, hang on, this is a pair of Class 20s. And sure enough, it was. And then I watched I think it was the 2132 service to Hull. That was operated by a pair of 153s. That's it from me. You can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Now, what's coming up? Well, here's what's coming up in episode 14. It should be the Elvington Model Air Show. However, if it gets cancelled, like it did a couple of months ago, then it should be a Sheffield. So I shall either see you on Elvington Airfield doing the Elvington Model Air Show, or I shall see you probably at Gaul going down to Sheffield. So I shall see you in one of those two places. Bye for now. Click here to subscribe to TravJack's Journeys, and to watch the previous TravJack's Journeys, click here.